Testing one, two, three. Okay. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new, welcome. Thumbs up, like, and subscribe. So my name is Tyranda. You can call me my Ty, whatever. I am here to talk to you today about 5 mistakes business owners make and corporate executives make before or while implementing technology. So, just a bit of background about myself, and I am an IT business analyst. And so, what we do basically is analyze business processes and try to find a technology to improve them. Simple as I can put it right now for you guys. All right. And so, in my experience, there are 5 key mistakes I see agencies make in my particular instance in the public sector, but I also know this exists in the private sector. And I'm going to list them for you, and I'm going to hopefully provide this information for you so you don't make the same mistake as a business owner or as a corporate executive. And so the first mistake is them not assessing their current environment. So we all know the saying, if you ain't know where you've been, you ain't gonna know where you're going. That's Bahamian terms of basically saying you gotta find out where you've been or your current state before you can go ahead and improve the situation. And so the same thing applies in your business. If you don't know where you go, if you don't know what currently exists in your business environment, then you cannot, or you can, but it's not wise to implement technology to improve something that you don't even know where the problem exists. I'm often asked by clients, why you need to know what our current process is. We don't need to have that documented. We don't need to have that mapped out. But the short answer to this is yeah, you do. All right. You need to be clear on the problems you're solving before you to find the right solutions. And if you don't understand your current state, the business solution you may implement or the technology solution you may implement may not really address the problems that you have in your business. And so I would definitely say that's the first step before you even go ahead and put technology in or get a software developed or anything in your business. Find out what your processes are. And the benefits to this is great. It'll help you identify issues, identify the gaps that exist in your operations. It helps to define your business needs and the scope of your project for when you want to actually put the technology into place. Okay. All right. Problem number 2, not properly defining your requirements. This is a big one too. So according to Babak, a requirement is a condition or a capability needed by a stakeholder to solve or achieve an objective, right? So in layman's term, a requirement is directly what is needed to be implemented and what we expect to get. All right. The requirements contain the behavior, the attributes, the properties of the future system. Therefore, the main task of the requirements is to ensure that they are understood by all the stakeholders. That includes me as the business owner, the user, and the vendor who's providing the service for you or the system for you. All right. So there are 4 main types of requirements: functional, non functional, operational, and I think it's technical. I'm going to get back to you. I'm going to put it in here. But your business requirements, yes. So your business requirements is the high level requirements. It's from your point of view. It's the scope of the project, the overall objective. What is it that you want the system to do to improve your business? All right, in layman's term. All right, the user requirement is from the user's point of view. So that's the user could be you as well. It could be your employees and definitely the customer. All right. And then the system requirements is this is more technical. This is what the system needs to do to be able to produce what it is that you want it to do. So all of the functional, non-functional requirements, what the system does, how it should operate. So outlining your requirements basically is just saying what is it that you want the system to do for the business, for your user, and for you. All right. And if you don't have those requirements, if you don't know what it is that you need, then your chances are you're not going to get what you need in real talk. You're not going to get what you need. So having that requirements properly documented and actually produced for the vendor will make it much easier for you and for the vendor. And it would reduce you spending money, because what will happen is from that requirement, the vendor is going to produce to you, or the systems developer or the software developer will produce, give you what you basically asked for. Just like if you're a business owner who let's say you're a crafts business owner and you meet a customer who said, I want a necklace. I'm not sure if I wanted blue or maybe black or maybe green. I'm not sure. And you're there trying to get out of them what it is that they want. What is it that you want for me to produce for you? So the same thing goes with you as the business owner. You tell the software developer what you want. And the basis of that is based on what your current environment is and what you want to improve on that current environment. So that's why the requirements is possible and very important. It's you basically telling them, hey, this is what my current situation is, and this is what I require to improve it. So simply put, document your requirements. Simple. It's simple. Simple. Yeah, it's simple. Hey guys. Problem or mistake number 3 is not engaging the stakeholders. Now, for those of you who don't know what a stakeholder is anybody who has a stake, not the food you eat, like who has some type of investment in the process. And they can include you as a business owner, your investors if you have any, that includes the customers, that includes your employees, anybody who has a stake in the business. So a lot of times business owners, when they're implementing technology, do not have everybody around the table. And because they do not inform the stakeholders, that can include employees, that it could include like I said, other members of the whole process, they miss out key steps in the development process. So for example, I'm developing or wanting to have developed a system, but totally forgot or totally negated the fact that I need to have my accountant in. As the accountant, she would be or he would be very vital to actually being a part of that process, because she more than anybody or he more than anybody knows what that particular operation would include or what would be required of that system to make that system work for them. Okay, the next issue that can be encountered for not engaging all of the stakeholders is you're not going to have buy-in. You're not going to have buy-in from them because you did not include them as a part of the process. And unfortunately, that's the way humans operate. If I feel like you left me out of the process, then I'm not going to accept it. I'm not going to be a part of it. And when you just throw that on me, chances are I might not even want to use it. So that is the third step I see where people or business owners make. It's not including everybody who basically have a stake in the whole project, and not putting them around the table and not letting their voices be heard. So don't make that mistake. That's a very big mistake to make. And that's my third mistake I see people make. Okay, let's move on. Okay, problem number 4. And this includes basically not having the policies in place to guide or serve as a guideline for how that technology will be used in your company. So a lot of times companies, organizations, businesses implement technology but do not keep the standards or don't provide or have anybody to provide the standards for that technology solution. These will include the ISO standards that will manage them, the policy on how security will be implemented in the company, the policy to say how data would be used. You need to have policies to manage that technology solution. And a lot of times, in my personal experience, there is no policy to guide, to serve as the legal or the procedural background, or I guess I would say the framework for how that technology will be used and managed in your company. So make sure you have the policies in place to manage that technology. Last but not least, change management. Oh my goodness, I made reference to this when I talk about engaging the stakeholders. I also forgot to say your subject matter experts, but we'll talk more about that at another time if you want me to do a part two. Change management is quite important, okay? Let me tell you something. In today's society, a lot of people are still afraid of technology, like 5G technology being used to say, anyway, I won't talk about that because this is not what this channel is about. But a lot of people are still paranoid about technology. And don't get me wrong, technology can be used by bad humans to do bad things, but it's just a tool. Just like any other thing in the hands of the wrong person, it can be used or exploited. However, the technology itself is not bad, all right? And change management is very important. Having a change management strategy to address these issues is very important. So, a lot of businesses, the mistake they make is not having a change management plan. So, for those of you who don't know what change management is the process that helps ease an organization's transition. More specifically, it is on the side of people and how they would basically accept that change, all right? It helps employees to understand, commit to, accept, embrace the changes that their current business environment is experiencing. And I am not going to lie, a lot of people do not like change, especially in the Bahamas. All right? Many business owners or corporate executives do not prepare their employees or plan for how the change will affect them. So we know with the advent of technology, it helps to reduce, like I said, or streamline a lot of processes. And some of these processes may have been operated by human beings, which is most likely the case. So if technology basically helps to make that process easier, chances are that person's role may not be in existence anymore. With the change management strategy, it will help you to be able to, first of all, inform that person of how this change will affect them, and then also for them to be able to anticipate or accept that change in a way that they feel comfortable. Right? With the change management policy, it would help to reduce resistance, because then the person may feel like you basically cut me out of my job. All right. And the reality is, for some people, it may. But if you have a plan in place or strategy in place, you would know how to repurpose that person and put them in a different department, or be able to help them be trained to go ahead and continue on in a different role. All right. And change management basically is a formal way of communicating with employees. It tells them why the change is happening, what to look forward to, how it ultimately benefit them in the end. And if you have a right strategy in place, then you wouldn't have to worry about people feeling afraid, intimidated, or be resistant to the change that will come in your company with the implementation of a new technology. So anyway, guys, that is all. That is it. I am going to put together a checklist in my description on my website for you guys to be able to access. If you're interested, the checklist will implement or outline some of the key areas that you need to address in your business before going ahead and basically implementing technology. So please go ahead and check it out at www.tyrondaknowles.com. I will have it up there. Download it. And that is it, guys. If you're interested in more videos like this, please thumbs up, comment, like, subscribe, or visit my website for more information. Thank you for watching. Peace out.